Welcome back. We are here for the Between Secrets in Lavender, episode 17. We move to our Eclipse as he has a mask to narrate.
It's him. Uh, my mask, my very first mask, is narrate a flashback to when you two first met. How did you know right away that you were meant for each other? Which is an odd question to ask uh, identical twins who were presumably introduced sometime in the womb, but I don't think, like, to that token, I don't think it was right away. I think we obviously first met at our first breath and uh, hated each other right away, tussling and screaming until probably very recently. I think across the Wrights' childhood, which was perhaps the subject of a different mask, perhaps what we see is them being born and tussling immediately, and a cut to only one of them being sent away to school. It was someone's choice, perhaps their father, perhaps their mother. They can't remember anymore, but they only had enough money for one child. There was some talk amongst the two of them that they could go together and sort of trade off days, impersonate each other, try to cobble together an education, but there was only one train ticket, and the local station master was well and truly wise to all their schemes at that point. They'd been trying to escape for years. So one of them was sent away, and the other could not. Let, let's say it was Isaac who got the book learning. I think that's fun. And Acheron, only in his absence, knew that his absence was unbearable. This way, we still get rom com tropes. This way, he's still chasing after the train.
Oh my gosh, amazing. Uh, well, I think that Acheron himself finds himself in a day phase, of course, but in a different kind of carriage, as mean times is quite mean in its time fuckery. And yeah, I mean, Acheron, you are trundling away in a carriage that seems to be going down one of the main thoroughfares in town. And you don't recognize this carriage per se. I mean, you can only take in the dark mahogany interior, but the fine fabrics and upholstery that are lining its wonderful cushions and seeing all the gild and the decorations that are within. Slight floral motifs, perhaps, and sheer curtains on the windows. Do you say anything, or do you? And you seem to be alone in this carriage. Do you say anything, or do you?
Oh, never. No one has that. If I can keep anyone from having any idea that I don't know what's going on, that's my number one priority in all situations.
Well, I think
Is
as
the
you're.
carriage door locked?
It doesn't seem to be. It seems to be, you know, op- you know, able to be opened from the inside.
And I'm still in London.
You're still in London, yes. I mean, like you recognize. some of these streets, perhaps. Um,
Okay. I am ready to tuck and roll at any time, and I just want to make that clear.
mhm, sure. And I think maybe as you're apprising yourself of your situation, I think you hear from the box, you hear, "Everything comfortable in there, young man?"
Well, I could do with a spot of tea, but other than that, not objectionable at all.
If you look underneath in the cabinet, beneath the cushions, you will find a thermos of sorts. Out of character, I know thermos is probably like completely, anachronistic. It doesn't matter.
They probably had them. I don't trust this woman as far as I can throw her.
Sure.
This is Miss Pemberton Potts, yes?
Do you
Of
say that out
course.
loud?
No. Of course. Again, if anyone can be disabused of the notion I don't know what's going on, that's priority number one. So I will pick up the thermos. If nothing else, a hot liquid is a weapon in time of need. But I will not start drinking.
Mm-hmm. You may recognize the blend. Far Eastern, perhaps?
All tea is Far Eastern,
But this
isn't it?
particular blend may be familiar to you. I was apprised of someone of your acquaintance recently.
Well, that doesn't sound right.
Pardons.
I've never left England.
My apologies. My name is Mrs. Pemberton Potts. You might have seen me
Yes,
very
we've
briefly
met.
this morning. Yes.
Now tell me, how is it that you came to know someone who claims to be my acquaintance?
Oh.
Usually it's the opposite.
Mm.
Not many of my associates ever wish to speak to me again.
This is by correspondence of a sort. Perhaps by something that you possess?
Afraid you have me at a loss. I have very few possessions.
Ah, perhaps I am mistaken. But in case I am not, then just know that Madame Shashenka says hello. Can I drop you off back at Hargrave House, young man?
Well, you're going that way anyway.
I am. There might be a slight pause if there is another visitor. I will not pick them up, of course, but I expect that there will be someone who accosts me on our way back, if that is all right.
I'm no stranger to being accosted from the road.
Wonderful. And she makes her way down, and you see that you wouldn't know this person, but everybody else might, from Miswell Hill. Kind of a squirrely looking fellow with glasses and tufted hair. And he kind of hesitantly approaches the carriage as it moves down the street, and Pemberton Potts pulls up and will speak to this person very very softly. But you can make an information move if you so like, and pick up a clue on, well, any threat you want.
cool.
As she speaks to him. Or even on the Mastermind herself, depending on how well you roll.
All right, well, then let's make it a roll.
This would be on reason, because it's like, or composure if you'd like to try to stealthily listen in or use, whatever skill that you...
That's a 0 either way.
Okay.
The only thing Acheron has is presence.
Okay.
Head empty.
Oh. Oh.
Well, truly, I was looking at the stat line. I get one stat for essentially one stat, and y'all have so many, and most of them are in reason. Oh no, never mind. I'm now looking and oh no, now Sabine has it. Mordecai is smart. One brain cell between us.
Yeah, I mean, for now, once he has to open the mask, some of the masks of the future, that will go away.
No wonder Miss Pemberton Potts is getting away with this.
Felix has people to think for him.
What did you get?
Oh, I haven't rolled yet.
Oh.
Not today though, baby. That's an 11.
Okay.
Okay. Well, okay. Well, with the offer of an 11, do you want 2 clues, like a regular clue and a mastermind clue? Like if you bump it up with a mask?
Of course I do.
Which mask do you want to pick, my dear?
We're getting more backstory. We're taking a mask of the past.
Okay. I love backstory, you know me. Mask of the past. Can't wait to hear it. Okay. So, mastermind clue. And which threat do you want a clue on? Yay, lore. Exactly.
Wait. Sorry.
Yeah, with a 12, you get a regular clue as well as a mastermind clue.
Yes. No, I got that. Greenwich Mean Time and... sorry, I'm reading my Masks of the Future for the first time in a while, and apparently the moss-covered gate... Oh no, it swaps them. That's wild. My first choice is swap them.
Oh my god! You mean Isaac goes into the day and Acheron goes outside?
So we're gonna be getting backstory for a minute here, I think.
Okay, but I mean, like, you are still picking a Mask of the Past, yeah?
Yes.
You have to go in order. You do have to go in order. Okay.
I do.
Okay, but which clue do you want for? I mean, which threat do you want a clue on for this eavesdropping?
Mean Times in Greenwich.
Mean Times. Okay, great. Yeah, you have a choice between the complexity 4 and 6, and then you could still conceivably answer the James Allardyce question for that custom move, which is a complexity 2. But let's see, what can I add to this?
What is she seeding us with?
Oh, do I do this? I don't know if I do this or not. Sure, I do this. I do it. Okay, so you see her stop for this particular individual, and he approaches cautiously and nervously, and you see her laced glove hand kind of lean down and just kind of like drop something in his hand. Whether it's a paper, pound note, you can't quite tell. But she says, "Are all the preparations ready, Doctor?" And he looks up at her, and you see a mouth that looks like a broken picket fence. Says, "Yes, the arrangements seem to be ready. The experiments have seemed to have gone well. The vapors have had the results of the effects. The sulfuric effects have done what they are supposed to do, and just tell me whether the effects after being asleep have made them more susceptible to suggestion." Yes, yes. The experiments have worked. Yes, and it has been able to be not detectable by regular means. So, yes. And as he nervously says this, she will drop something else from her hand, and you can tell that this is actually coin. Like she drops a bag of distinct coinage into his hand after that. Good work, Doctor. Continue your experiments as the preparations move forward. I thank you. And then she will snap the reins and move on. So I'm going to label this as, and you can, what's the word? You can contextualize this as anything that you want, but I will put in parentheses what she talked about. But this is a significant scientific discovery.
The thermos.
So, yeah. I mean, if you want to put in parentheses, like, what you heard, that's fine. But if you want to put in the thermos, that's fine too. I don't care.
I'm going to leave it as vague as possible.
Yeah, that's fine. Contextualize. To your heart's content. And we still are owed a TBD from Ellie and Mordecai anyway, so that's fine. And your mastermind clue. In a way, I was kind of hinting at that anyway, but let me give you a more thorough mastermind clue to add to that. I think as you withdraw, further into your seat in the carriage and Pemberton Potts moves onward, maybe you see something deeper in that recess where you saw the thermos. And because of you and your brother's chicanery in your usual life, I think you would recognize it as kind of like a hidden drawer. I think you would find something that would be recognizable to your fellow hunters as from Sir Richard Harlow. He's the victim. Sir Richard Harlow is the victim of the spider silk seamstress.
This is something that he finds in the carriage?
Yeah, he finds in that hidden recess in the carriage.
Right under the thermos, there's a cravat, I guess, from this man.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe it's got his monogram, so you're welcome to put that in as something recognizable from Sir Richard Harlow. A cravat with a monogram. And you can put that, you put that in as a clue, but Acheron, you can add that to your personal quarters. And you can show it to your fellow hunters later.
Okay. If I ever get the chance.
We'll see. So given the way that you've described the lore, I think if the brothers can just get back to their actual personal quarters room at Hargrave,
I think that
it's fine.
is the deal.
Yes.
I think that is the deal, is that we unload everything on our person into the room.
Sure. Right. Otherwise, this gets locked back into the compact when you guys switch. Right. So, I think, so that particular day phase comes and goes or what have you, and, for whatever reason, it's just, you find yourself shifting from the carriage. You don't even realize time has passed so quickly. You find yourself at Hargrave House, and you are by the front door, perhaps, when the doorbell rings. Ding, 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 ding. Ding, 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 ding. Ding, 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 ding.
A dull moment in this place, my God.
And Norris, hurrying forward. I'm coming. I'm coming. Do you get it, or you let her get it?
I get it.
When you open the door, You see two men standing at the door. One is short and squat, wearing a bowler hat and a three-piece suit. Slightly ill-fitting, but matched all the same. And the other one is a little bit more rough and ready. I think you would recognize as being a little bit more American. Maybe not to the same level as Ellie, perhaps, but like not with the fancy boots, whatever. But I
Only
mean,
an American could wear a hat this unfashionable.
yeah, pretty much, and like probably vested, like has a like leather vest and a working man basically. The working man's looking kind of sullen, and the guy in the bowler hat's looking a little bit more amiable as he kind of like tips his hat a bit and goes, "Oh yeah, hello. This be Hargrave House, isn't it?"
You gents seem far from home.
Yeah, you can tell, can't you? Sorry. We are just actually looking for a countrywoman of ours. You might know her. Let's see. Let me just see here. And he pulls out like a little tiny notebook from his waistcoat, and he just kind of like flips through it really quick and goes, let's see. Yeah, and Evangeline Fletcher. You got that? You got
I don't know anyone by that name.
You sure? I mean, like last was known premises of abode was here.
People are in and out all the time. Take in all kinds of boarders. I only moved in last week.
Oh,
Could be here for all I know.
I see. Well, seeing as you're like new to the place, can you is there a I don't know, a missus of the house as he's looking behind you and seeing Nora?
Again, no idea.
Nora will come up behind you and say, I'm sorry, did you need any help?"
Oh, Nora. These gentlemen are just leaving.
Oh. We didn't exactly state our business with Miss Fletcher.
Well, I'd be happy to take your card.
Oh, that would be greatly appreciated. Thank you so much. Here, let me pull it out here for you. And let me just go ahead and write something on the back here. All right, here. So, if you do have such a person living here at this house, if you could pass along the message that Mr. Taggart is coming by to see her, that would be appreciated. And I'll be staying at the Langham. And the person that's with him kind of thrusts himself forward and say, "Yeah," and tell her that Nate's here too.
Mm.
And gives you a pointed look. Don't mind my associate. He's a little bit heated under the collar. The trip was a bit rough. It's okay. It's okay now, Nate. It's fine. Yeah, so if you could just let her know that we'll be staying at the Langham if she wants to kind of come and, like, catch up for a bit. Yeah. Appreciate it. Thank you, sir. Thank you. And he will kind of like, as he turns away, he kind of moves his jacket a little bit to the side as he shows you his sidearm. The dragoon.
Americans, man. They love to be showing you their sidearm. This is
And like Nora's eyes widen when she sees that as you close the door. What is the meaning of that, Mr. Wright?
well, whatever it wasn't it definitely wasn't good. He looked like he's some kind of insurance stiff.
Do you think Miss Fletcher's in trouble?
No more than usual. Nate is troubling, though. Taggart, I understand. Well, Taggart, some kind of bounty hunter, certainly. No idea who
How
that
do you
young
know?
man is. The shoes.
Oh.
Practical. Scuffed. Also the sidearm.
Oh. That was a bit frightening. For certain, I know that Miss Fletcher carries a sidearm as well, but you think there'd be a gunfight?
Frankly, from what I know of Americans, I'd be insulted if there weren't.
Oh, hopefully we can keep the civilians out of the way. Hopefully they return soon so we can let them know that there's yet another problem. Goodness. Where will you go? Next.
Me?
Yes.
Well, I was hoping to be appraised of last night's events by my compatriots, but
She will let you know of all the fun shit that happened, because it's like last night just doesn't happen to be just last night, which is when you guys had taken care of the coven, but also the last night of where all the weird, like, other stuff had
Right.
happened after that.
I've missed an entire day.
You have? Yes, it's and whatever date it is, like, which is like a complete day and a half afterwards. Where were you?
I don't know. I was with Miss Pemberton Potts. Or maybe I was somewhere else. Perhaps whatever is happening in Greenwich is happening to me.
That seems to be twisting time in all sorts of bad places. You're not the only one being affected.
Oh? Say more.
I think it has affected everyone in the house, in other places as well. I believe Mr. Ocasio said something about it, and definitely Miss Fletcher. I'm not sure about Mr. Laurence, but I believe all of them have experienced something, and admittedly I have lost some time as well. But not as much as you.
Oh. Well, if it's affecting all of us, all the more reason to get together.
Correct. So, just to jump on it, just because it's like eventually you would have done this, and I know this is not quite mechanically correct. I'm giving Acheron the condition out of time for the moment until
Okay.
you either clear it or you
Yeah.
figure out mean times. Yeah. The way Laurence has experienced the out of time fuckery is the whole time in the alley. I think like there was like some weirdness with that particular bit, but yeah, it's been a bit because it's stretched over 3 different episodes, and I can't even go there right now.
It's fine. It's
Yeah,
like
just saying.
I think Mordecai might not have noticed actually that there was something. There were so many other things happening.
Exactly.
So.
Oh my gosh. Alrighty. So out of character, before we get everybody else back together, wherever you are. Out of character, we are dealing with now we are dealing with Spider Silk Seamstress, which again you can resolve by a complexity 4, a complexity 6, or a complexity 8. So you just have to decide what you want to do with it. Currently, you have 5 clues on the board, so you can continue to try and investigate that or try to solve it on the complexity 4. Meantimes in Greenwich, again, either solve on a complexity 4 or a complexity 6. You currently have 4 clues on the board, and you also have a different question that you can answer, which James Allardyce belongs in this particular time for a custom move. So that is answered outside of the resolution question for complexity 2. Yep. And the Order of Azure Eyes, which is, you answered, the Order of Azure Eyes is not real. You answered the threshold question. So the accompanying question for the resolution is, if the Order isn't real, what is Dr. Clauser up to? Which is a complexity 4. All right, so you resolve that threat by confronting Dr. Clauser, satisfying yourself that he means no harm to London, or failing that, to putting a stop to his plans. Again, a complexity 4. And you currently have 1 clue available to you. So, and then now you have Pinkerton, which will be more official when Ellie gets back, but it is going to be on the table for certain, because Winslow Taggart and his companion are now in play. So, and because that is a playbook threat, that can be introduced even if there are 3 active threats on the board. Yay, you guys. Yay. So.
But once we resolve one of the other threats, it will remain at 3, right?
Yeah.
We won't get a new one. Okay,
no.
Cool.
No, you will not. So, but yeah, so continuing with day phase, like for at least 1 more chance at investigation for all of you. Where do you want to go? What do you want to do? Do you want to get together for clearing some things? I'm thinking, let's see, let's look at everybody. Yeah, everybody's got at least 1 condition that they got to wipe. So
Yeah,
you want to get together?
Mm-hmm.
We can time jump to an opportunity for y'all to get back together, discuss shit, and definitely talk about, oh my goodness, it's like we got to talk about clearing some conditions. So yeah, what do you want to do?
I wouldn't mind a vulnerable scene with Mordecai.
Okay, I would love to have a vulnerable scene with Felix. I think that is always fun.
My advice are yours.
Oh, what's yours?
Gambling.
Oh, I like that. Yeah, let's see where that goes. Because it usually goes in some fun directions.
So let's say that the scene is in the George and Dragon, that gentleman's club with the eclectic library. And
Nice.
I don't know where you're at. Let's say it's early, like late morning-ish, and you go there. Because I mean, that was your haunt before, right?
Yeah, I'm a member of this club, and maybe I'm like, after being in the other club, I'm like, okay, I need to go to my own familiar place now, right? Just too many very exalted and people, and then we might meet Felix. Like,
yes,
yeah,
you walk in and the place is a flutter with these well-bred gentlemen furiously pouring through books and shouting the like you see 2 gentlemen like facing off against each other, and one gentleman says preponderance, and the other one says anti-disestablishment, and they kind of debate going back and forth, and in the meanwhile Felix is in the middle leading this gambling effort, and says, I believe that the gentleman with anti-disestablishment had the longer word, so he wins this bet as long as he's able to show it in a book. And he's just having people go about and find the longest word they can in their massive collection.
Yeah, I think Mordecai walks over and says, let's hope there is not a German about. You know, they have very long words.
Oh, we've had at least 1 person, and that was a lovely debate between whether the game should be restricted to just English or if we can include other languages.
And no, I do not want to participate in this.
And Felix was getting ready to wave over one of the George and Dragon regulars, but lifts a hand and kind of waves everyone off to give them some space.
Thank you. That was very considerate.
It's a basic sort of game, but it does speak to their pride. A lot of these gentlemen say that they know this library like the back of their hand, and Forcing them to put their money where their mouth is quite entertaining.
For a certain value of entertainment, I'm sure.
It
Although,
is.
I will
yes.
grant you, this is more interesting than some of the previous exploits.
Yes.
And maybe they find an interesting word.
Yes.
Because some of them are anagrams for things that have very different effects if put in the right order.
I did hear a few of them talk about the back room, but they refused to let me in. Quite a bit of frustration, but I'm sure in time someone will be desperate enough to win a game that they'll pull out whatever's in that back room.
Now, I could shorten this by inviting you myself, but I won't impinge any fun.
And what of you? And Felix will pour out some tea and slide it over without the requisite pile of sugar he's been piling in.
I ran across some of your police irregulars, actually. And that is a discussion we need to have, but right now I need some tea.
Well, here it is. And if I must say, talking about current events is a bit of a relief, considering everything else that we've had to deal with. It's been difficult around London to be reminded of things that happened.
Yes. Yes. You are not wrong.
Do you regret things that you had a hand in at times?
Well, occasionally, yes. And I have realized lately, quite lately, there is part of me that regrets my relationship with Raphael going so sour. Didn't know that about myself. It is a small part, though. The larger part is still quite content with how things played out.
It's odd, though, to go through life and to do something and only feel that regret afterwards, looking back at it.
It would be very odd to feel that regret before you do it.
But I figured that regret was like guilt. It was sort of a stain on you that hit you immediately, like stepping into a muddy puddle and having it besmirch some pants that you have to get rid of.
You can always wash your pants, but no. Yes, Felix, you can. Actually,
what are you talking about? No. As soon as something is besmirched, you just get another one.
Well, I was not always in a position to do that, but that's neither here nor there, no. But I don't know if it's guilt precisely. It's more like lost opportunity, and that is not guilt. That is its own thing.
A lost opportunity.
Yes, I mean, I don't blame myself for my state, the state of my relationship with Raphael. I don't. But it could have gone different if he had been a different person. Well, or slightly. I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying. I just
You are tired.
Very tired.
Well, let's see which of these gentlemen is able to provide a properly entertaining word now. And Felix will shout and say, only words that have an Old English origin now. And then you hear a couple of people groan as they have to put away the book that they had pulled out and start looking for another book to try and pull a word from.
So they can neither use grandiloquent nor sesquipedalian. Poor guys.
Are you sure you don't want to play this game?
I'm absolutely sure. I know words and languages that haven't even been invented yet, Felix, so I don't think it's a contest.
You're quite kind to not go to war with an unarmed opponent.
Exactly. Exactly.
And I think we can probably let it fade there between these two, just finding a moment of respite here.
Yeah.
Conditions.
I think that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I want to get rid of out of time by focusing on the now, by discussing the impact of those past visions.
Sure. Okay.
And I'm getting rid of deja vu from Dread because I've talked about that.
Sure. Okay.
And then Clue? Yes?
Yes. What do you guys want to say you've talked about or touched upon, threat-wise?
I think it has to go to Greenwich, right? Because we're talking about time and past.
We're talking about it, and I think eventually somebody does break down and like grab a book from the cauldron. And it's like, oh, that effect that they're talking about is real familiar. So, I guess an older tome that describes similar phenomenon.
Yes. That's great.
Just cannot conclusively answer one of the questions.
No, we can't use the two Moreover scenes clues to answer the James Allardyce question, but it can help.
Yeah. Alrighty. So, and if Acheron wants a vulnerable move, he totally can. You can have it with an NPC to release a condition, but also it'll incur a day move, or you can try to have it with another PC who, regardless of having a condition to clear or not, I mean, it's still something that they can participate in because they're helping you. It's perfectly fine. But I think we have to use your vice because they've already been in a vulnerable scene already. So.
Could he have one with Nora?
Again, that would be an NPC and it would incur the day move. But he could clear a condition. So. Do you want one with Nora or do you want one with one of the other PCs? Acheron.
I was hoping to do one with Mordecai, if that's not too much trouble to do them back to back, but
I think it's fine. I can't clear another condition, is that correct? Or I don't know how that works with the new vulnerable moves.
I mean, I'd be curious to see how you cure arcane bruising in that instance.
Okay.
Unless you ask like Acheron for some miracle liniment, I don't know.
I mean, I can do that.
Interesting.
I can have some miracle liniment. I got all kinds of magic tricks and baubles.
See?
So, I mean, I'm perfectly fine with it. I am
okay.
I'm easygoing.
I am also perfectly fine with that. So, what is your vice?
I don't remember what Acheron's vice is. I think shoplifting.
Okay. I mean,
love this shit. Okay, go. Figure out how to.
Hang on, I have to check. Because I know
yes. Picking pockets.
One of them is shoplifting. Okay,
yeah,
it's the right one.
Nice, I love that.
Okay. So, perhaps we are at a market. Perhaps we have some odds and ends to pick up. Perhaps of a magical nature. Perhaps I'm making powerful enemies. One of my favorite hobbies.
Well.
Oh, and just as a reminder, because it's like, Chris hasn't been around much for the new rules. With the new vulnerable move, it's like whomever's vice it is can talk about their past freely.
Yes, I did know that.
Yeah, so. All right.
And anything that's been touched upon by the Masters of the Past can also be talked about, right? Because,
yeah, I mean, again, freely.
Because Chris wasn't here for those, so.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
okay.
No, I got that spiel at least once. I think when I picked the Mask of the Past, which was like a month ago at this point. Christ.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, Just yeah.
Yeah.
So feel free and describe anything you want. All right, go for it.
So we're at the market. Like after we came back, I guess.
I'm going to ask you where we are because
Okay.
I can see it as just a normal market. I can also see it as sort of like a backroom potion shop type deal.
I don't know if Mordecai even goes to these. I think yes. Let's say there's a fair, like
Ooh.
like a book fair, because of the theme. We have a theme now with books. It's a book fair. They also have tarot cards and crystals and what have you. And the books are mostly about mesmerism and the occult. Most of them are, of course, like
When did
total.
Franz Mesmer die? He is dead in 1815. We are nearly a century away from the works of Franz Mesmer, which is fun.
Oh, okay.
And animal magnetism. That was
Ooh.
also him.
Oh,
Fun fact.
nice.
I have just learned. Anyway.
Okay.
Yeah, okay, we're at a street fair. I'm picking pockets.
Yes, okay.
We can just be having a regular conversation.
Yeah, absolutely.
This
I mean,
is
you can
just a
pick
thing I
pockets
am doing
while
completely.
we are. Yes, I'm not picking pockets.
I would be insulted if you did.
I would have my entities pick pockets if I needed to.
Must be bloody convenient to have a horde of shadows at your beck and call.
And they're not precisely shadows. And yes, it is, as you say, bloody convenient.
And you are, I mean, I can't imagine how you would get into this situation without being quite the magician.
I have my moments. I mean, I think you've seen them during the fight with the colony.
Of course, of course. Well, I mean, it's not surprising, but I was hoping to speak with you much sooner.
Well,
But
we
it
are
appears
all
I've
very
been
busy.
losing time.
Yes, I've heard about these things. I lost you in the alley. I assume you did not want to engage with the police officers.
Well, I don't know.
Oh.
Doubly was not me. Both that was my brother.
Oh, I apologize.
As you may remember.
I apologize.
And more than that, he's written nothing about it. I am the one who awoke in the carriage of Miss Pemberton Potts.
Oh.
So something happened.
Apparently.
An entire day is gone. Whether she was there to scoop me up or I've been marshaled to some purpose without my knowledge, I could not say.
I think it's this Greenwich situation. Personally, I have not, to my knowledge, experienced any slippage, but wow.
I would recommend that, to the best of your ability, really for all of us at Hargrave House, although, that we remain in each other's company so that we can at least be aware when it happens to one of us. And if it happens to more than one of us, all the more information.
I think it happened to both Felix and Ellie at the same time, as I was told. I was busy with something else, I think.
Of course. Wow. But to my original point, I have something I'd really like to show you. Ask your expert opinion as a magician. Magician, mage, wizard, do you have a preferred term?
I do not. I don't consider myself something. I know I am something like that, but I'm
a scholar.
Yes, that would be my preferred term.
All right then. Well, then if I may ask for your scholarly expertise, will you take a look at this?
Of course.
And Acheron will produce a beautiful woman's necklace. Oh, sorry. And then put back in the pocket and pull out his compact, which
Mhm.
is a sort of well-burnished brass with
Mhm.
an emboss. It's a clamshell design with an what is it's a relief
Mhm.
of a moth
Mhm.
on the outside.
Mhm. Well,
This is the
the
most magical item I possess, I think.
Anne looks at it and says, "Does the relief change when you become Isaac?"
Not to my knowledge. No, it's
Oh,
much more to do with and he pops it open,
oh,
the reflection. And I think even you see Isaac
mm.
in there.
Oh,
So
that
sort of next to you, but yeah.
that is quite that is quite the magic that you've been exposed to. Did it come from the mirror?
Well, to me, it came from Isaac, and he has been
Mm.
frustratingly tight-lipped about it.
Oh, let's see. Let's see. And I think Mordecai will look at the moth again. Does it look like the Acheron moth? Because it's the moth with the dead heads, with the skull. That's also, I think, and that has also, I think the Latin name has Acheron in it.
I don't think so. Although, no, I like that actually. I think it is an Acheron moth, and if there's an Isaac moth, then that's the one it is at night.
Interesting.
I I I like a themed punishment embodied in an object. This works for me.
Mhm. And I think when you stand closer to Mordecai and maybe the shoulders touch, like when they both bend over the mirror, and we'll see
Hmm.
the slight what's the word if you make this if you react to pain, like there's a word, it starts with that.
Flinch.
Flinch, right? Flinch. The slight flinch when you touch his shoulder, and he's like, yeah. Well,
What was that? What did you feel something?
no. There is a price I have to pay for my entity's attentions. They like to experience physical sensations, and they move
Hmm.
through my body, and sometimes that is not quite salutable. You will see occasionally, you will see me have bruises and
Oh,
bleeding eyes, nose, what have you. That is normal.
do you have any? Forgive me for being too forward, but I have one of my lesser magical objects is an ointment to cure bruises.
Huh. I mean,
I say it's mine. I keep it on my person, but it is my brother's.
if I could have a look at that, I might be able to recreate something. I have not thought about that,
Of
actually.
course, I believe it's from somewhere in the Ukraine.
Okay. Well,
No idea how he got it. Again, he's been very. Ask him about it, please.
I will. I will.
Tell
Thank
me
you.
anything he says.
I do not wish, Acheron, I do not wish to get between you and your brother.
Oh,
If you
believe me,
have
there
a
is very
contact,
little you could do to widen that gulf any further.
no, but if I don't wish to make an enemy of either of you, I do not wish for you to recruit me to anyone's side, if you understand what I
Oh,
mean.
no, nothing of the sort.
Oh,
I
good.
promise you I have nothing but our best interests at heart.
Well,
And I'm sure whatever he's keeping from me, he has very good reason. But I would like to know it.
I will ask him to write it up for you if he wants to.
Oh no. Okay. Perhaps I could sweeten the deal? Perhaps I promise you, I know my brother better than anyone. If he discovers he is being tricked by me, he will laugh. There is no danger to you at all from being part of this ruse. But if you need further incentive, I am more than willing to provide anything you ask for.
Acheron, we do not know each other very well. I will ask him and wait for his reaction. I refuse to make a deal when I do not fully understand the potential outcomes. I do not understand the curse that is plaguing you. And I do not understand how that happened or who spoke the curse. I assume you will not tell me.
Oh, no, I could tell you, if you wish.
Oh, yes, that would make it easier to look into it than the source.
Unfortunately, all I have is a name. Really, this is much more Isaac's business than mine. He was somewhere far away from here. I've never left the UK, and the various holdings I have been to India, but that's the Empire, isn't it? I've never left the Empire. But my brother has made, obviously before our current condition, quite a few journeys to quite a few places, and on one of them, his last, as it were, he met someone named Madame Sashenka, who seems to be somehow associated with the turning of day and night and moths of all kinds. You can see why that detail is rather important.
Yes, it seems to be. Well, it does not spark immediately recognition, but I will keep it in mind.
That is all I can ask.
Thank you for trusting me with this, because you do not know me either.
I find that desperation makes fast friends.
Oh. Well, also makes fast enemies. But I think he gives you a little smile when he says that.
At least you're not coming across as like completely moribund as like he does when he answers the door. So that's all we can ask
That's
for.
because he's so far only answered the door to cops.
Yes,
it's
that is
so
true.
It's really funny.
That is true.
Right. No, he answered the door to Annabelle. He was just so sepulchral.
Yes, that's true. But he asked Mordecai about magic and he was respectful. So
yes.
Yeah. And he does have some magic himself, and that requires me to have some respect. He is in Hargrave House, so
Yeah. I can do all sorts of bullshit with mirrors. You have no idea.
He's a fellow professional.
Right.
Exactly. And the only professional I get moribund with is Felix, and that's more like to yank his chain than anything else.
This is a ship that I'm still trying to figure out whether I'm watching because I like it or because I'm like, oh, what's gonna happen next? Okay, I don't know. Okay, so anyway, conditions.
Yes.
We can say that, like, Acheron gives you the liniment or whatever. So I mean, like, if you want to say that takes care of the arcane bruising.
Do whatever you will with it.
Yeah, it's fine.
I think
I'm far too careful to bruise easily.
And then Acheron, it's like if you want to say that that's been dealing with out of time, you can totally do that. It's fine.
I think there is. I think this is anchoring in many ways.
Okay. So much lore. Oh my gosh, amazing! Yay! Okay, now for serious real. Let's go ahead and take our first break. This will be 10 minutes, which takes us right to the... All right, back for day. So what do you guys want to do now that vulnerable moves are done? Where do you want to go? Plenty of things to investigate. Goodness knows. Jeez.
I would like to go and... Has anyone gone to the Royal Observatory to...
Last week, Ellie went and got into so much trouble.
Is the Whippet docked in London?
Yes, it is. The Whippet is currently held in the naval docks at Woolwich, along the river from Greenwich.
Then I think I'm gonna go to the HMS Whippet, accompanied by someone who can do magic. If Mordecai and Acheron want to go and have an adventure, then I will take Nora.
All right, well, let's find out where everybody else wants to go first, and then, like, if you don't have any takers, then Nora can go with you. Acheron, Mordecai, where are you going to go?
Remind me of my options?
You can investigate Spider Silk Seamstress by going to the shop, or to anyone.
I'm the only one who hasn't done that, right?
Yeah, well, I mean, like, there's other locations associated with her, but yes, I mean, I don't think anybody's investigated.
I want to meet the spider lady. I want to meet Arachne.
Well, nobody knows that. I mean, I made that assumption. You know her as Madame Beaumont.
It is canon, I think, that Arachne looks an awful lot like her, right?
Yeah.
But we don't know
the
if
best
she
we can
is
say.
her.
Yeah,
we don't know if she is or not. Yeah. Although it'll be funny as hell. So yeah, you could visit Spider Lady. You could, investigate mean times. You could go see.
I mean, we're kind of going hard on mean times, but also I put my mean times in a month ago. I lost a whole day.
Yeah, you really did.
I'm staying away till we figure that shit out.
And the Order of Azurais, like, investigate like a possible scam, and then, like, the Pinkerton whom you've met this morning. So.
Oh, actually, no, yeah, I'm gonna. Let's meet the spider lady. I want to at least see how Ellie reacts to news of Nate before I figure out who to tail for an entire day.
Gotcha. Okay, well, again, for Spider Silk Seamstress, yeah, I mean, basically you've got her shop in Savile Row, or, like, the other shops, like across the street, or the nearby apothecary. And yeah, by the way, because of time loss and whatever, just so you know, I mean, like, tonight is the Autumn Masquerade.
Oh,
totally lost track of time, just so you know. But maybe somebody will remind you of that when you get to the shop. But anyway,
when I get to the shop.
Yeah. And I don't know if anybody's actually went to Sir Richard's flat either, so tis what it is. You still want to go to the shop?
Unfortunately, the shop is the only place with a spider lady.
You don't know that.
True.
You do not know that. I've had one situation where somebody...
I am the most equipped for breaking and entering.
Yeah. I mean, there was a situation where somebody went to the flat.
Okay.
Spider lady. Just say it. Okay. Anyway. Yeah, so Sir Richard's flat. Okay. And then Mordecai, you want to go where?
I mean, I was thinking about going to see the Man in the Sun mask. I mean, it's kind of tempting to go out with Felix somewhere, right?
It is up to you, but Felix sounds like he's wanting to go on a boat.
Yeah, go on a boat with Felix. That sounds like not something Nora's equipped to do. I will go.
Okay.
No.
I was gonna
I
make
mean,
a pit stop and bring Madelancholy along. It was gonna be a whole thing.
you can bring Max like a song along anyway. We can see what he says. That is an
No,
interesting idea.
but it's less fun if Nora's not there.
We can make it a family outing, Felix.
You're right. All right, that works. Okay, cool.
Who's going? That's all I want to know.
The two of us and Nora and maybe Madeline.
Okay. I mean, he might trail you. I mean, because Nora's going.
I mean, we might invite him, then he doesn't need to trail.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
That would be very odd if we invited him, he said no, and then he trailed us. I mean, we could have some fun with that.
No, I mean, like if you didn't invite him, but he saw Nora was going, then he would trail you. Is basically what I'm saying. Okay. So anyway, Nora.
Yes.
Okay.
And I haven't done any timey-wimey stuff with Mordecai yet, so I might as well go.
Okay. Yeah, but I mean, any time that you have been hit with a deja vu condition, that means that you have been involved in mean times in some way.
Yeah, that I don't think
or out of time.
Mordecai realizes that quite yet.
Oh no, he didn't. No, he didn't. All right, so let's go to Felix and Mordecai with this whole plan of going to the HMS Whippet and inviting. Well, if that is the plan, and then you let Nora know this. I mean, she's going to let you know that.
Oh, Madelancholy was actually going to visit. Did you need me to come?
Felix wants you to come, and Felix also wants Madeline to come so he can watch. So he can. I don't know why he wants that. He will explain that now.
I mean, if you want to set aside the safety of London for your own personal dalliances, Nora, then by all means.
I wasn't aware that I was going to be invited on this trip. I don't think Madelancholy was going to mind if we go.
Oh, wonderful. Then I'll leave it to you to tell Madelancholy that we are going on a lovely excursion to the river.
Certainly. You should be here in a few minutes.
Excellent.
Yeah, I mean, like, she's going to go back out to the garden, and then you'll see him approach by that way, and then she'll let him know that you guys are obviously going out. He'll
Felix, if you're planning any shenanigans, you will let me know, right?
Well, I figure that between your magical expertise, the opportunity for your protege to be able to step up, and giving Madelancholy an opportunity to impress Nora with his capability and willingness to help her and those important to her, what shenanigans could I possibly be concerned about stirring up?
See, that's what I was wondering about.
I have no skill when it comes to the arcane. A little bit of self-defense here and there, picked up across the ages, certainly. But when it comes to an investigation, I'll leave that to the experts. Yes?
How kind of you. And you didn't answer my question about the shenanigans, but we'll see.
Oh, look, they're coming this way. Hello, Madelancholy. How lovely to see you calling upon Hargrave House.
Hello, Mr. Ocasio. And then he'll kind of like sidle up to you with his arms behind his back. This wouldn't happen to be a double date, would it?
No, it would not.
I think Mordecai blinks at that like, what?
Oh, he doesn't say it like to be heard by everybody. He just says it to Felix.
No. We have a friendship, perhaps even a rivalry on occasion. But consider this merely a pair of uncles chaperoning a lovely date with the two of you. I'm obviously the fun one.
And he just nods. Show the way, then. Let's see
I'm sure
how
you're
much...
familiar with it.
You don't know how big my family was.
And we are gonna go on our way after I have changed into an appropriate costume.
I was going to ask, what is your appropriate costume? God help us.
Oh, it's a sailor outfit. Clearly, I'm gonna have the white outfit with the hat with the little ribbon on it. A shirt that's a little too loose, shorts that are a little too high. I was gonna keep on going until I managed to break you. All right, good.
That's fine. I'm cursed by my great imagination. Damn it. Ay, cara.
All this with a mustachioed Bruce Campbell. I know, amazing.
Amazing. Oh, God's help us. Okay. I have to cut over to Chris because I can't deal with this right now. The image in my head. Acheron. Sorry.
Of course.
You're on your way to the shop. Maybe it's hitting late afternoon, like, you know, as they're heading over there.
Sure.
And yeah, I mean, the light is streaming down on Savile Row. It's bustling. It's, you know, full of vibrant storefronts and everything like this. You're seeing like all the luxury and excess. And strangely enough, her shop front is not as ostentatious as the others with their themes or their, you know, their fuss and furbelow exhibits, I guess, or their displays. Hers is merely like a set of double doors, and her name above the doors. And there's like a window with some of the fabrics draped in the window, kind of showing her wares, I guess, like some of the embroidery and such. But I mean, it's not, again, not as showy as some of the other stuff. I think the good stuff is inside, but yeah. You go on in.
Of course.
Yeah, I mean, you'll see some patrons there of differing, you know, classes and levels, and certain things on tables on display, certain things behind glass, some mannequins draped in these creations, and of course the back counter with a few shop assistants manning the counter, as well as the what is it, the dais, like towards the side and in the back, with the 3 piece mirror, of course, for fittings. Do you wander around first among the clientele, or do you go straight to the front counter, to the back counter?
Excuse you. Pockets this full in a place this empty? I can't help myself but wander around a little bit.
Mm-hmm. You're welcome to do an information move, or you're welcome to talk to any of the clientele. I mean, like, how do you want to approach?
Tell me about the clientele.
You have certain people that look very that they would fit here. They're kind of modelly looking, like statuesque, in like a kind of like an outre kind of way, like high corsets and shawls, extravagant jewelry. Some are just like in fussy suits, but with obnoxious perfume. Others just look like they're out of place, but yet somehow they fit. You know, like one has a really magnificent nest of feathery hair and bright silk vest, so he sort of looks like he would fit because of, like, you know, the strangeness of the attire. But yet he has like ink-stained fingers, like as if he could not afford to buy anything from this place, but somehow he fits being here for some reason. And of course there is a woman with a resplendent hat and just deep red ensemble, you know, like she's sweeping through with her with her matched suit, and just, like, you know, looking at all the stuff all over the place and just twittering to her companion about how wonderful it all is. So yeah, people with deep pockets too.
Hmm. I mean, they all look like they belong here, right? I'm looking for
Yeah.
someone desperate. I'll grab a few handkerchiefs from whoever I can reach and head up to the counter.
Okay. Yeah. You'll notice that the handkerchiefs are of fine make, of silk
Of
silk that seems to be lighter than air and embroidered with patterns that you may or may not recognize. Yeah. When you get to the back counter, I mean, like, there's someone very statuesque there, and she kind of turns to you and says,
Oh, hello.
"Ah, I see you've picked the finest of our collection. Wishing to make a purchase, or is this just the beginning of your shopping?"
No. It's, as a matter of fact, these were all gifts. My friends have found that I have fine taste, and your work is perhaps the best fit I have found for it. So I find myself drawn here almost inexorably.
Ah, Madame Beaumont would be so pleased to hear you say that.
Of course.
Would you like to meet the designer?
If at all possible. As a matter of fact, I have urgent need for a suit for tonight's autumn masquerade.
Oh, a rush job. It may
I
be.
promise I can compensate. Of course, of course.
In that case, let me go to the back and see if she's available to see you. And then she will turn away, and then she'll head into the back behind the beaded and velvet curtains. And yeah, I think after a few minutes, like, you'll see again this beautiful middle-aged woman, like taller than that tall woman, come out. And she almost seems to glide from behind the curtain, and her hair, like, while done up in like a braided kind of crowning kind of style, like, also, like, some of it, like, drifts down her back, and then her dress gives you the impression of draping veils, even though it is somewhat fashionable for the time. But again, gives you like an impression of like a colorful Renaissance waterfall as she steps out.
So, I have heard that you appreciate my work. You are... Your name?
Mr. Wright.
Ah, Mr. Wright, yes. You said you wanted something specific and custom for tonight's autumn masquerade, then.
Well, I said I had urgent need of fine craftsmanship. I am more than happy for you to tailor a display piece.
Ah, well, please come here. And she will show you to like some of the side mannequins. It's like showing some of the suits. Please pick from these and see what is of your taste. And she will narrow her eyes and then kind of watch to see what you pick.
Well, my complexion is a winter, and I'm going to an autumn ball, so I think I'm drawn to a very nice sort of bolt of burnt orange silk.
Fine taste indeed. And then she will kind of come up next to you and then kind of take a look from you to the burnt orange silk. Amber. Color of autumn bonfires. The smell of spice. I think we can work something out.
It It would be my great honor.
Please. Come forth. And you can change over there. And I and my assistants can tailor it to your specifications.
Thank you.
So, as you're, getting this suit on, and it again is made of such fine silk that it feels like you're putting on nothing at all. Like you're shown to a curtained off area, like right next to the three mirrors, the triptych of mirrors by the dais. And when you come out, I mean, it's almost like it fits you like a second skin already. And like, she's there waiting, and then she'll look at you with a wide smile. And it's almost as if the lights, like, what lights are here, because there's barely any windows anyway, but it's almost as if the lights of here have gone dim. Like you see, like, some of the assistants have already drawn the curtains, like, over the like what windows there are here. And like some of the patrons have kind of like wandered out. So maybe there's like one or two left, and they're busy with their own purchasing or their own browsing or whatever. And nobody's watching, like, what you're doing on the dais just yet, or what have you. So I think as she's, checking the fit, like maybe like, straightening a lapel or checking an inseam or what have you. I mean, like, she's looking at you or, touching you in such a way of like, just, it's like light. Again, light as air, but like you feel the touch though. And she's just trying to.
So, how have you heard of me?
Well, a close personal friend of mine had occasion to gift me a handkerchief. Perhaps he was a client of yours. Perhaps you've heard of a Mr. Felix Ocasio.
Ah, yes. Mr. Ocasio has purchased a set from us quite recently. Had you seen that handiwork?
Yes, and I was so taken by it that I found myself with no choice but to come and ply your services myself.
As said, quite fine taste.
As she comes around behind you and then will whisper in your ear, and she's looking at you and her own reflection in the mirror. As she's kind of like checking, like, your back measurements, and then just kind of like straightening out your jacket and fitting. There's two assistants that are like, working on other parts of the fit, but I mean, she's there. She's very much there behind you.
Okay.
And
just want to establish that it is Isaac in the mirror. And I am looking around. I am doing my best to hold still, but I am scoping this place out.
Okay. Alrighty. So, I think as she's talking to you, do you want to do an information move while talking to her, or are you saying that like magically you're doing a kind of like information move that way?
No, I'm talking to her.
Okay.
But yeah, let's.
Are you prepared to pay? This is still somewhat custom, and it is also quite last minute.
I understand that, madam. And I assure you, I would not be here if I didn't think you were up to the task, and myself more than able to compensate it. I rolled an 11, by the way. Again. This time it was a 9 plus 2 because I'm rolling with presence.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Boy knows how to talk. What can I say?
All right. So, information. What kind of question or information are you trying to glean from her?
I mean, let me check what we have because my first instinct is a line on her clientele.
Because again, like, like if you're aiming for one of the questions, right? I think people are trying to go for the last one, which is complexity 8. What does the creature truly want? You can't obviously Jones for a clue, like, directly
Yeah.
answering the question. But I mean,
No, but I can ask about who she usually I can ask about other clientele. I can sort of talk my way around seeing if there's anything in common between all these people that she may or may not be murdering.
yes, exactly. Okay. Um, I find them all fascinating. Not everyone can wear a suit of mine. Not everyone can carry off the particular ambiance that is required. I think you have something unique that allows you to carry this off. Do you see it as well?
I promise you everything I have I share with at least one other person.
Her lips curl into a very, very interesting smile at that. But as her hands, like, kind of like fly across your shoulders and around your arms, like, checking the fit and everything like that, you feel as if there's more than one hand, like more than two hands, like,
And she
working on
has
you.
assistants, but
Yeah. But it's more than the assistance, is basically what I'm saying. Ooh, interesting. Oh boy, this could be interesting. Okay, so this is a clue, but I think tying into the stuff that we were talking about earlier, this is something that is very noticeable to you, especially. And you're not sure why. And I think she calls your attention to it. I think as she turns you around away from the mirror as you say that, and she just kind of checks the fit on something else. It's like, just making the finishing touches. But you see that there? And she points you to what looks like, and this is the clue, a trail of moths that are fluttering about towards an open window.
ooh.
See that there? They go towards light. As you see, I've made the shop quite dim, but they go towards the light. And I think you wearing this suit, people will be drawn to your light. Do you feel it?
Do I feel bright? Of course, always.
And then she turns you around slowly so you can behold yourself in the three-tiered mirror. And now do you behold it yourself? And when you see yourself in this suit, it's almost as if you are seeing yourself completely whole. And this is Acheron we're talking about here.
Yes.
So I don't know if if the Acheron
I'm
says,
so curious what this suit will look like on Isaac, but
yeah, but I mean, like, it's tailored to make Acheron like incredibly like brilliant looking. I mean,
of
like
course.
he could possibly even outshine Felix. It's that good.
Oh, well.
Do you believe yourself?
Sorry, that's especially funny to me because I specifically name dropped Felix.
Do you
So,
believe yourself?
homegirl really went, "You're petty," and I know it.
Do you believe yourself to be brilliant, burning, bright in this suit?
Of course.
You will stand out at the ball tonight. But it is a masquerade. What mask will you wear when you wear this suit?
I have something planned already.
Hopefully something to complement this color.
Have no doubt, madam.
Unfortunately, I will have to have you remove it so we can finish the remaining sewing, and you can pick it up and wear it straight to the masquerade.
I'll have someone return with payment earlier this evening.
Delightful. Do not be a stranger, Mr. Wright.
With work this fine, I don't think I will.
And she just gives you that smile as she draws like a fingertip like along your jawline. And then we head over to HMS Whippet. So as we head over to the Whippet,
Sailor and 3 wizards show up to the Whippet.
oh my god, this is like a joke in the making. What the
Yeah.
hell?
Sailor is a strong word.
I don't know about that. Does Felix know anything about shipcraft? What? Come on now.
Probably not.
No, probably not. Come on. Okay.
I mean,
I think he's old enough to know something about shipcraft.
Yeah, but like
the Greeks love a boat.
Not sailing, of course.
No, like
shipcraft.
Shipcraft, sure, but he could probably build a train if he needed to, but I don't know about like a modern warship.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay. Makes
Technology
sense.
has advanced.
I think the HMS Whippet, okay. So the description is a Royal Navy sloop converted for use in survey missions, currently held in the naval docks at Woolwich along the river from Greenwich. It was brought back in tow by the Persephone with a skeleton crew, but was left in relatively good condition for a ship cast adrift. So this is a paint the scene, and you're welcome to put this into the records.
Yep.
Paint the scene. What little touches of home do you see left aboard by the original crew, and who are now lost without any other trace? Plug this in. Give me a second.
Mm-hmm.
What little touches of home do you see left aboard by the original crew, who are now lost without any other trace? You hear the creak of the ship. It's been maintained, but
Oh. I think we will find at some sailor's bunk or whatever, there is a very horrible knitted scarf. Like this it's the wool is scratchy and it's like the color is doubtful, I guess. This is the kind of scarf that wouldn't even look good on Felix.
That's right.
But it looks like a 10-year-old child knitted it with whatever scraps she could find. So and that's probably what this is actually. So yeah, and he's got it wrapped around, I think, somewhere on his bunk, quite lovingly. It's not dirty or anything.
I think that there's a board with a variety of drawings of different styles. Some of them are children's little like drawings of their families. Others are carefully crafted portraits of loved ones. Other ones are, oh darn, what is it? Durotograph. The
The
photographs.
type or something?
Yeah. Just it's a board that in the mess, where people can go and be reminded of the people that they left back home.
Acheron, you have anything to add about the HMS Whippet?
No. Sorry.
No, it's fine. All right. So you see some of these touches, and I will say that maybe that as you go through, maybe you see even like cups or mugs, like still left in places that people were around, still left in their places, as if the people were there, but just suddenly were gone.
So settings about the ship
Yeah,
imply a sudden disappearance.
correct. So, and Maglasang will turn to you both, turn to you and Mordecai and say, "What do you expect to find here?"
A reason for why they're all gone, Maglasang.
You think this ship is haunted?
No. I don't think so. But in the same way that you and Felix will look out to London, search through a wreckage and figure out the details about what caused a fire, perhaps there's something here of remnant. Felix will turn back. A memory that tells us why things are happening in London.
Memories. He'll kind of look around and nod at any of you as he says that under his breath. You have no idea.
And were we just like let on? Are there people who are guarding the ship?
There were like some what is it? General ship hands who were there to kind of like just make sure that nobody like was out to do any kind of like particular vandalism or what have you. But you can say that there is a particular captain. There is a, let's see, what's his name? Captain Stephen Porter.
Okay.
He is here, and he is just making his rounds. He was the commander of the HMS Persephone who towed the Whippet in, and he will come down the one gangplank and will say, and visitors, this is not for public touring. Are you here for a particular reason?
Yes, we're here to determine the cause of the missing crew. Empowered by Her Majesty. Is that a problem?
No, it's not a problem at all. Not many have decided to look into investigating the reasons why. They seem to be a bit superstitious, actually. They want to forget that this exists, especially around the strange circumstances around Lieutenant Allardyce.
And Felix will probably like pull him to the side in case to give space for Maglasang or Mordecai or Nora if they want to like sneak away while Felix, with his odd costume and charismatic way, distracts this captain. And Felix will continue. And are you this superstitious sword? Do you just want to forget about the crew of this ship?
He will straighten up. I mean, he already has an air of command anyway. And
Oh, yeah.
in his impeccable uniform, he looks you up and down, but I mean, he just seems to take you on. He seems to take you on more of your presence rather than actually like looking at you per se, you know?
He's not a fool. Good.
No. And he has no time for fools either. But he will tell you honestly, I've seen some strange sights at sea. But the Whippet seemed so normal. Fully rigged. No signs of damage. When she didn't respond to our hail, we pulled alongside. That's when we saw she was abandoned. Like the whole crew just disappeared. No struggle. Just that poor bastard, Allardyce, ranting and raving. So, no, I'm not superstitious, but when I tell you that this is one of the stranger of the things that I've seen, believe it.
I'd like to information move with presence.
Yep. Go for it.
Okay. I am most beloved. I don't think that should affect it, but your call. Okay. 2d6 plus 3. That's also an 11.
Okay.
Do I want to make it a 12? Nah.
Okay. Alrighty. So let's see what we got here. Times.
And what was the name of this captain?
Stephen Porter with a PH.
Okay.
Okay, let's see. What are you specifically asking him about or wanting him to disclose to you specifically?
Any oddities that he picked up? You said that there are crew members that are sort of securing the ship.
Yeah.
If any of them have experienced any lingering effects, if like he's seen something like, yeah, I looked at the boat from across the bay one day and it was made of wood at some point. Is like, but then it was normal, so I must have been imagining it, like stuff like that.
Yeah, exactly. And I think he will tell you, let's see. I think he'll tell you about one of the stranger finds when he secured the ship after finding Allardyce. They were trying to get some kind of information about what the hell had happened here, where everybody else went. And he tells you about the strange ship's log, or one of them anyway, where most of the pages were water damaged, but there was no water around it whatsoever. And those that remained recovered were in rambling script.
Okay.
They made no sense. It's as if whomever was writing this or taking notes on something beyond what was happening on the ship itself and dropped this somehow in the water. But we didn't find it in any place that was flooded. It was right in the captain's quarters. Dry as a bone.
And Felix, with his -1 reason, will reflect upon, that's weird. Not really make sense of it. If you wanted to go over to Mordecai.
Mordecai, what would you like to do while Felix is running interference?
First of all, I am going to grab this awful shawl and steal it. I will eventually put it in Felix's quarters, just for fun.
Just go ahead and put it.
Horribly
Horribly knitted scarf. Yes.
Yeah, that is just for Mordecai's personal amusement. Having done that, I think he will say, well, let's look at what happened here then. And I think this is where to look. I think a place where they had been, right? We were in this place where stuff was still standing around, like they had vanished, right?
Like the quarters or something? Like
yeah. Quarters or mess hall probably.
Yeah, either mess hall or the mess hall or the quarters is fine. Like the board itself with all the pictures was found in the mess hall.
So let's go for the mess hall. I think if there are still stuff standing around, like people have been eating here or something. So let's see what happened there. I'm doing a magic and observe another place or time, which is probably going to be fun if I roll badly.
We love it.
Yep. But and that works with sensitivity.
Absolutely.
And I'm rolling, and there's a 10, and I'm the wrong person.
Again, make me laugh. Okay. All right.
Fine.
Well, going to say that. Let's see. You are going to observe. Okay, so you're doing Rite of Salt and Smoke. Is that what it is?
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yes, that is what it is.
So observing different place and time.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let me just see that move because I have something ready for it, but I just want to make sure I'm doing it right.
Okay.
With a 10, you don't have any complications. That's cool.
Yep.
Okay, great. So I think as you're standing there, now do you think, let me ask you this though, when you're doing this, do you think this is something that anybody else can see or is it just you?
I think,
especially with the 10.
I think this might just be me.
Okay.
I don't think Mordecai's thought of sharing these sensations because they're brought to him by the entities. Or maybe the entities will do a movie picture, basically thing.
I was going to ask you, like, how does this look? Like, what happens to you and what happens to around you to do this? Before I give you the clue.
Okay, I think what you might see around me is some kind of like as you were seeing the very thin overlay of what's happening. You can't actually glean what's going on because I don't think Mordecai wants to share that with Magnuson. But you might have some idea that there are people moving about or whatever. And I think what you can see is that I think you can see the things moving around Mordecai's eyes, right? And they start to gleam in this weird nacreous color that the entities have. And I think once this is over, you can see the blood running out of his eyes, and he will blink a lot. But I don't think I get a condition, so he will just blink a lot and take on. I think he has sunglasses. This is a daytime, so he usually wears these. It's gonna be fine. Yeah. You won't see the broken blood vessels.
I think Maglasang does get worried when he sees like at least something peeking out from behind your sunglasses, but Nora will kind of hold him back and say, "It's fine. This does happen when he's performing something." And then what you see is you are seeing it. Well, actually, you know what? First, you are seeing something first, like through the haze of red that appears in your eyes behind the sunglasses. And it's almost as if like there's like kind of like a blooming burst in front of your eyes first before you see it in your mind's eye. And you start to hear something as figures move in this place, and it looks like they are advancing against one big burly person who seems to be yelling against all the rest. "You will do what I say. This is no challenge
This is my orders. We will take that back. We will bring that up. And we will take it for ourselves and sell it.
And all the rest of them are disagreeing. They are basically advancing with fists raised. Perhaps some are bringing out some things that look like weapons. You can't tell because, again, the red haze is still over your eyes. But this one person is, again, looking like he's on atop a table and has a weapon of his own. And he looks like he's like more of a person of authority, perhaps a captain. But from what you can tell, it looks like he's taking something long and hard to the people that are around him and like just smacking them against him and just like trying to smack them away and pulling something against them and saying, "Don't come any closer. You will do as I say. This is mutiny!" And then the haze bursts in front of your eyes. And you feel like there's a popping sensation in your ears at that. And basically the vision goes out. The vision fades.
Okay.
It's a mutiny.
Okay.
You have witnessed a mutiny.
Okay.
Against a cruel captain.
And the captain did something there, right?
Yeah. So.
Okay. Well, that's interesting.
Yeah.
And what he had in his hand, the item, is that a baton, or was that something weirder?
You can't tell, or you couldn't tell because of the haze, the haze behind your eyes or in front of your eyes. Yeah.
Okay.
And it was probably the blood. Like, if you take your glasses off, you're like, oh, you look at your hands and you're.
Yeah.
I think Nora will come up to you and hand you handkerchiefs.
Are you all right, sir?
Yes, I'm perfectly fine. Thank you, Nora. But when the bleeding stops, I will be, at least. Well, we are going after all to a masquerade ball this evening.
You've gotten an invitation to that as well, I see.
I don't know if I have gotten an invitation. I'm going.
Mrs. Pemberton Potts' household has also received an invitation to the autumn masquerade.
Oh, and will you attend then, Madeline?
She insists that we all do, yes.
Oh. Do you not treasure such exploits?
I didn't before. And he kind of smiles a little bit at that, but he looks down at Nora. I will, if I have such a lovely companion to go with.
Oh, have you invited her then?
I hadn't accepted. I wasn't sure if it was all right.
Oh, I think I do not want to stand in the way of young love, I assume.
She kind of smiles tentatively at that. And then she will admit, she'll give a soft yes to Maglasang. They'll surreptitiously hold hands. As you head out of that particular scene.
How forward. Goodness.
Yes. Well, I will allow that.
And ungloved too. Oh my.
Because I don't care about all of this. It's her thing, not mine.
Right. But yeah, so we were going to fade out of that, and we are going to head into dusk. So, let's see. Acheron, as you have left Madame Beaumont's, I'm going to say that you've made it to Hargrave House this time. All the way to Hargrave House before dusk. Did you actually buy anything? Like, did you purchase the handkerchiefs or anything like that before you left?
No, I stole those. Didn't you catch that? I
No,
had
I
them
mean,
in my
well, I
hands
mean, like,
'cause I was picking pockets.
Yeah. That's right. Okay. Well, I wasn't sure because I was like, you did bring them up to the counter, but I wasn't sure whether you had actually purchased them or what have you. It's fine. It's fine. Okay, cool. So you leave that for your brother. Do you leave a note for your brother? I don't know.
Yes, I do. I do. If I have time, I do all of my usual sort of journal entries.
Okay. Alrighty. So, yeah.
If I don't have time, I just sort of huck the journal out of my pocket onto the floor as fast as possible.
Okay. Well, you can definitely put in your personal quarters that you have, like Beaumont silk
Cravat.
handkerchiefs or whatever you stole. So put that in the personal quarters of whatever you want, that knowing that that's in there.
Into mechanical benefit for me.
Yeah. So, what was I gonna say? And then let's go into the dusk real quick. So this way, it's like if you want a vulnerable move before we end tonight, so this way Isaac can wipe that out. That's perfectly fine. Brain. People were rolling really well today, so that's good. Oh my god. Just such a contrast from last week. Just hilarious. Okay. Well, gotta find out for next week. It's like if American. Oh, and by the way, just double check yourselves. If you think that you've hit any of your dawn questions during this day phase, then just mark them off. Not for XP yet, but just in your dawn questions, just kind of mark them off. And then, brain. Do you want to answer any question whatsoever?
I don't see the fictional positioning to answer the Allardyce question, though I would like to.
I think we do.
Yeah.
I mean, you only need two. At least
Yeah, I
two.
know. But
Unless one of them is here.
I mean, you just have to answer, like, which one do you think is the one that belongs in this particular time? Like, which one is the present one? The young one, the adult one, or the elderly?
I think we can. We can use
Okay.
we can use the handwritten tome from the Georgian Dragon.
Mhm.
We can use the ship's log. And do you remember what the vulnerable scene between Ellie and Mordecai were discussing?
There were something with the visions. We can maybe tie this into what Mordecai just saw, because they were talking about their own visions, and now he had a vision, so we might say, okay, that ties into because he saw the James Allardyce person there.
Okay.
The
So how do you want to bring these three things to explain the Allardyce situation? Like, and who's the present day Allardyce?
Because we got the young, like, still a student soldier.
Correct.
We have the experienced sailor who was
found on the Whippet,
but wasn't on the manifest.
Right. And then
we have old grizzled guy
who's in the essential nursing home.
I think it's the guy that was found on the boat.
Okay.
Yeah, makes sense. Let's have them. Let's say that one is the correct one.
Yeah, I think the tome from the Georgian Dragon indicates other times where somebody has been, like, appeared in multiple places at the same time, just different aspects of them. The ship's log could have been not the Whippet's ship log, but the actual ship that Allardyce belonged to. So we can say that the captain is talking about, we're gonna take the thing. It was on the boat that Allardyce was originally a part of.
Yeah, maybe the captain just mentions Allardyce in a certain position where you wouldn't have an old man or a kid.
Yeah.
I mean,
think
he's
so.
lieutenant, so like he was
Yeah.
like he might have been overseeing moving whatever that was,
Mm.
wherever it
yeah,
goes.
yeah, whatever the hell
Mhm.
it was.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
That makes sense.
So we are saying it is the adult one, not
The
the
adult
elderly one or the
Yeah, the
kid.
adult
Okay.
one.
Okay.
Mm,
All right.
it
Does that work?
Mhm.
yeah.
Do we want to use 4 clues or just 3? Because we need to answer other stuff about this
I
whole
was going
thing.
to say that the discussion of the visions might
Mhm.
be just
We might just save that.
okay.
So we have 3, right? 3 clues.
We could mark a significant scientific discovery. If we
Oh, we could
say that
Let's not burn all of our clues on these
exactly.
2
Exactly. That's what I
questions.
was aiming for.
okay.
Let's go with +1 and
I
see
think
what we
+1 is
roll.
fine.
Yeah,
Okay.
so do I.
Okay. So +1. Who's rolling?
Mhm.
It's
I
left to
can
roll.
roll.
Okay.
I mean, I can roll. I can not
Mhm.
promise I'll roll well, but
2d6 +1.
it's 2d6 +1. Roll. It's a 7. It's not
Okay.
great, but
Nice.
you know.
Yeah, I
We
mean, but you're
take
still right.
those.
Yeah, we take those. Absolutely. All right.
Exactly.
So with the 7, you are correct, and that gets you a custom move. So let me tell you what that is. So this way you have it. Give me a second. Hi. The custom move is you pick the sailor. So, let's see. Once per day night cycle, and only once total per hunter. A single hunter may set a scene where they indulge their vice with Allardyce to clear a condition. I will ask a question about the hunter's past, which they must answer truthfully and completely, and then I may, at my discretion, additionally give Hargrave House a mastermind clue.
Oh,
So, that is
sure.
the custom move that you get. So,
Could you paste that and I'll move it to the special move reference?
I will, yes. Let me go
Thank
ahead
you.
and put that in records, and then you can figure out how to make that work. I'm so sorry. That is what you get for solving that particular thing. So you can definitely mark that on your dawn questions for, hey, you did answer a question. Okay, cool. All right, next. Boop. Quickening. You have to wait till American comes back. Goes back for the night phase. London phase or a Hargrave House night phase. So London phase means that you're going to be doing an unseen, but that also means that I'm going to be putting in the masquerade. So Hargrave House is attending a big party, a big ball. Or a Hargrave House night phase, which is less dangerous, but you'll be just working on room in the house, and that's all that you'll be working on. And you'll either get a move out of it, or you're going to be getting an item, each out of the room, and that's it.
But we've missed the masquerade, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm sorry.
Okay.
No.
That's fine. I'm just hey, it's part of the play structure, new play structure. Alrighty, so you're gonna have a London night phase. That's fine.
I mean, this was just my vote. So
I have to ask. I'm not going to decide for you, so that's why I'm asking. So London night phase it is, with masquerade definitely coming up. But we're not going to get to that obviously right now. And I just want to offer, as a part of the transition from dusk into night, right? So the first top of the thing of going into night phase is me picking out an unseen, and then Isaac coming into play and figuring out who he wants to have a vulnerable scene with. So while I'm doing that, figure out who you want to have a vulnerable scene with as Isaac wakes up and discovers all the goodies that his brother has has left him.
I mean, it would. I shouldn't say Mordecai.
Mordecai's real popular today, I must say.
Yeah, that is the thing. Is I would like to give someone else a shot.
Yeah, well, it would be Felix in this case,
But I did set up a whole thing with Mordecai.
Yeah,
It'd be just a different time. I mean,
yeah, go hang out Mordecai. Like,
yeah, that's fine.
This sounds solid.
Yeah.
All right, Sabine.
If everybody's okay with that, sure.
I'm okay with it. That's fine. I'm still picking out an unseen, so if you guys want to have it now,
Okay.
that's fine. Just go ahead.
Okay.
It's per phase after all.
Your advice or mine? Do you even have a condition?
I do not have a condition. No, I don't think.
Do either of you? While I'm here, Felix, do you have a condition?
I do, but you can't help me with it. I'm
awesome.
just too amazing.
But the thing is, I mean, like, you know, if
Just
what is Isaac's vice actually?
Stargazing.
Okay, well, it is what it is, right? So
yeah.
As the stars come out, boom, there we go.
Yeah.
But so and again, like, you know, whomever's vice it is gets to talk freely about their past. So, yeah.
I think stargazing makes more sense right now, right?
Serious.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll be doing a night at the museum for the unseen, just so you guys know.
Okay.
All right, but go ahead with the vulnerable scene as we transition into
And that's
night.
next session, right?
Yeah, next session. We're not going to be doing the whole. We're not doing the night phase right now.
I should. Okay. I think we could do it in 15 minutes.
Vulnerable move. Go for it.
Oh, right. Okay. I think Mordecai. I'm going to frame this like you're the one initiating.
Okay. Only because makes sense.
Only because you would. It's just so much easier to find Isaac up on the Widow's Walk, sort of reclined, gazing at the stars. What few stars can be seen from, you know, downtown London, wherever we are.
And in all fairness, Acheron did line it up where it's like, you know, just ask my brother.
No. Please talk to my brother. I've said that, so Chris, have actually lost count on how many things I have told other people to ask the other brother about. I'm earning that XP.
Go for it. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, Mordecai will go looking for Isaac because there was a lot of intriguing stuff that Acheron had told him. So, yeah. And I think going up to the roof in the dark, where it's dark, it's nice. It's nice with the... I think he's still wearing the sunglasses because his eyes are weird now. We might take them off because you can't see in the dark, actually. Yeah, yes. So you are Isaac now, right?
Yes, of course.
Well, I'm not completely familiar with how the curse and the transitions work.
It's very easy. It's at dusk I come out, and at dawn my brother.
Always.
Always.
Oh, interesting. I have been talking to your brother, actually. He asked me about the curse and if there was something I could do about it. I think at least that was his aim. But when I asked him to explain more about the curse and how it came to be, he said, ask my brother. So here I am now.
He just loves to do that. But in this particular case, he is right. It is my fault.
And I assume it is a curse that you also want lifted.
Yes, I would like to feel the sun on my face again.
Well, I will refrain to comment.
But what is it that he told you to ask me about?
I think the general nature about how your curse came to be with the madam, and he says the name he remembers, I don't.
Sashenka
had to do with the whole thing. He also told me that I should ask you about the ointment you got from Ukraine. But that might not be related.
I didn't get the ointment in the Ukraine. Where to begin? I acquired that ointment in Trowbridge, of all places. But the merchant who was selling it to me, the vendor, was from somewhere in Russia. I think. Or no, it was the Ukraine because of the not important. Anyway, I asked him, he promised that it was a cure-all, a panacea. Well, actually, it only works on bruises. But he did demonstrate with a rather colorful bruise he had received earlier that day from a horse, as I recall it. Really beautiful U shape. Anyway, the bruise disappeared entirely, so I had to know more about where he got it, as it was obviously stronger than a poultice ought to be. And, well, one thing led to another, and the next thing I knew, I was freezing to death in the banks of the Volga, and, well, I had to make a deal.
That is still not related to your curse.
Oh no.
Well,
you're quite good at this. You really must know a lot about magic.
I have my moments. You saw those moments, though. As if you were there.
Oh no, the story doesn't end there, of course. I happened to find a corpse floating in the river that had a manner of speaking, and it offered me the name Sashenka. And left quite a bruise on my left arm. Luckily, I had an ointment for that. But it gripped me with the force of trying to drag me down and die. And I managed to escape. I started having these strange dreams, like I was seeing through my brother's eyes, like I was living his life. And then, well, I was left with only one lead as to cease what was plaguing me. And that is how I found Madame Sashenka. Details for another time.
Yes. I will consult my books and see if I can have any ideas about how that. I mean, you will know how that curse came to be. And
well,
honestly,
I should say, this is my brother's body, not mine.
Oh. And yours is still living?
Couldn't tell you.
We can find that out. There is a connection between twins.
You're very good.
I'm not very partial to flattery, though.
Oh, my brother is the flatterer. I'm just amazed.
As I've told your brother, I do not relish being go-between with you and your brother, and I know that there is at least some contention between you. I will not enter into this, just to be clear. You said it would not be a problem. I would like to confirm that it wasn't.
Did he said the thing about tricking me, didn't he? No trick at all. There's no way you would have. There. Yes, he has. He's rather incapable of direct communication. Present circumstances excluded.
And he likes to have a go-between. I have no ill will towards him at all, but he won't listen to me when I say that. I
think that is a
honestly
thing.
believe that he thinks the curse is somehow his fault.
He told me it was yours.
And it is. But there is something weighing on my brother that he simply refuses to speak about.
Well, I have to admit I am intrigued by this curse business.
As I understand it, it is something downright mythical in the scope of magic.
Mythical, you say? That's interesting.
Well, it has so many earmarks of a classic storybook comeuppance, except that the two of us were already apart when it was made. If we were thick as thieves and stole something wrong, I could tell you probably where we buried it and what we'd need to dig up and return to break the curse, but I haven't the faintest.
Well, maybe you think about what could be the cause of the curse, and I will think about what actually has the power to effect such a curse. Because, as you said, this has the hallmarks of something mythical.
Of course. Thank you.
As I said, I'm intrigued. And I am currently at Mrs. St. Lausanne's.
I will say it is quite the compliment to be the more intriguing one of the more intriguing denizens of a Hargrave house that seems to contain someone out of myth himself.
Yes, I was thinking about that actually.
I haven't asked. Maybe it is his fault.
As if you could. I doubt it is his fault. You would know if it was his fault.
Of
he
course.
Would want you to know that.
Well, my brother speaks very highly of him, so I can only forgive me if that leads to suspicion.
Maybe I should go and talk to him yourself.
I will just have to do that.
Yes. Don't trust a word he says, though. Or maybe trust every word he says. I cannot never tell if he's completely honest or the most perfect liar ever lived.
Business as usual, then.
Oh. I have much to think about, and I think so do you.
Of course. This has been quite the stimulating discussion.
Indeed.
I hope there are more like it in our near future. Have a good night.
I can see that happening, yes.
Have a good night, Mordecai.
Yes,
enjoy
and he gives you that, are you trying to flirt with me look? Like he's not really sure if you are.
He will give you a very practiced non-answer with his eyes.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, they're too damn cute, but anyway, that's my opinion. Anywho, condition. Do you think Isaac has moved the condition? Draws the eye.
Yes, definitely.
Okay.
Which condition was it? It was
draws the eye.
Oh yeah, no,
yeah.
I think he's fine.
Yeah, it's fine. So go ahead and release that. That's fine. So, all right. Yeah, given that, we're just, fading out of that transition. And then once we start next session, that'll be the beginning of night phase. We'll go into the unseen, which is, as I've marked off in the, unseen part, the night at the museum in the heart of Bloomsbury. Which is 21G. Yeah. A night at the museum in the heart of Bloomsbury. The British Museum has recently been expanded and renovated, housing relics of civilizations plundered by British adventurers, explorers, and colonial officers. Kamal Mansour once led excavations in Luxor, but came to work at the museum as a caretaker, and we follow him on his nightly rounds. So here is praying that you all are here next week, so this way we can all get through the masquerade and we can all do this together. Yay! All right, so first one will be Kathleen. Second one will be Sabine. Third one will be Mike. Last one will be Chris. All right, stars and wishes. Stars, gameplay, roleplay, each other. Wishes, what the hell you want to see for next time and for the future. This plane is nowhere near landing, but I mean, I'm just interested to hear what you guys have to say about your characters. Oi, oi, oi. Or each other's characters, whichever.
Stars all around, I guess. I got to do a lot. Thank you for giving me the opportunity. I love both the scenes with Felix and with Isaac and with Acheron. That was all fun, and also love the look at the past. I always like doing that stuff. That was also fun. And yeah, so yeah, and Miss Pemberton Potts is a delight. She's a horrible delight, but she is a delight. So yeah, I could go on and on and on, but I won't, because other people would like to have stars as well. And wishes wise, I want to go to this masquerade and see what everybody's wearing, and also figure out some other stuff. But costumes. Woo.
Okay, I can go next. Star to Sabina, obviously, for both of those scenes were just wonderful. I'm going to talk about myself a lot, but this is a star for you. That last scene between Mordecai and Isaac is, I think, what finally clicked how these two characters are different together in my head. And it was your, oh God, what did you say? It was you specifically calling out, like, oh, he like enlisted me to be here. Are you actually okay with this? And thank you for playing so directly with me, two characters who refuse to have a conversation with each other. It's exactly what I needed. Stars to Mads, I love how distinct Madame Beaumont and Miss Pemberton Potts are as villains. They are both trying to ensnare you so differently. And I also, hey, incredible move, just sort of putting me in Miss Pemberton Potts's clutches. Incredible. She can just be anywhere. Now, I'll never be safe. I can wake up in her carriage at any time. I love that. And star to Felix for the fucking Tom of Finland sailor suit. We have a masquerade ball next session and you're busting out the leather daddy. Look, just to go, like, not even to work, just for a jaunt about the docks. And
I had
so
to
good.
look that up. I was like, oh, okay.
It's just so different
good.
because you've done Mean Times before as your legacy, and just the difference between that and this. Oh my God.
the approaches are very different between the two characters.
Yes.
I can go. I like that in every conversation, Chris, you've made a point of having at least a sort of like sly reference to the right circumstance. Like there were a couple of times where it's like, yeah, there's nothing you could do that could really drive a further wedge between me and my brother, or I guarantee you, madam, that I will share everything with at least one other person. It like the fact that you just keep on plugging this private joke to yourself for everyone else feels very fun.
Thank you.
I also like seeing another charismatic gremlin just kind of going around and stirring the pot. The audacity to shoplift from one of the threats in front of her, and then the gall to just be like, yeah, I'll be sure to send someone else to pick up the costume later, my brother. But like you're having a lot of fun with this, and it's enjoyable to see.
Thank you.
Sabine, like having the quiet moments with Mordecai, and that Magla thing with like, is this going to be a double date? And Mordecai and Felix just looking, no. And then the relationship is this rivalry where it's this kind of petty one-upmanship, where if someone were to threaten the other, no, we are allowed to dunk on each other, but you can just leave. Is a nice development from what it was initially, which is like, I don't like him. I don't like his look. I don't like his behavior. I don't like how he approaches problems. I respect, but I'm going to give him guff. I'm going to constantly mess with him. I look forward to using this shawl at the most inopportune way.
Oh, so do I. I mean, what why do you think I took that? And I love that. I'm sorry, I have to say this. I love the dynamic of like college roomies or cousins or something. Like, yeah.
I kind of imagine it to be just this very, because Mordecai is also getting a little bit catty when it's just like him and Felix, where like if we go somewhere, I could imagine Felix and Mordecai just commenting about how bad everyone else is doing their jobs. I look forward to the fact that Mordecai has not been invited to Spider Silk's masquerade, but is going to party crash anyway. And I look forward to seeing that. Mads, you have presented a broad scope of NPCs to work with, from the perfectly creepy Madame Beaumont, like all light touches and whispers in the ear, to the very shy Nora, this budding young love, to Magla knowing exactly what Felix's game is, but being like, but I'm here for Nora. I really wish she wasn't effectively a hostage in Hargrave House. There's a nice parallel there between Magla as a servant of the Mastermind having affection for someone who is bound with Hargrave House, and Lansing, who is liked by someone in Hargrave House but is bound in there. And I think I like that sort of reflection. One wish is that eventually we can turn Magla. Like that would be fun as a sort of teeth clenched, like I really don't like Hargrave House or their business, but I'm here for Nora.
Yeah. I mean, I'm glad that you guys are like thinking about these possibilities, because I like the fact that you're thinking outside of the box in that manner. You totally can, because this is a different Mastermind. Normally, the reason that they had also tweaked the Mastermind rules is because, you know, you don't get to see the Mastermind in the thing. You get to see my Mastermind a lot because I built her differently. And I did that for a reason. So
she's
therefore
just built different.
Oh, she's totally built differently. And therefore her servants work a little differently too. I'm waiting for the chance to use their stuff, but they haven't really the opportunity hasn't quite come up yet. So when that does, we'll see. But at any rate, yeah, I mean, I'm sorry, I forgot to ask, Chris, Mike, wishes? So. Well, you mentioned your wish, Mike, but I wasn't sure whether Chris mentioned his.
I'm so excited for this fucking masquerade.
Fabulous. All right.
The people have spoken.
Oh God, oh God, oh
I wish
please.
Kathleen can join us. So.
Yeah, I know. I'm hoping that
Fingers crossed.
everything's fine.
Full roster.
We need our full roster for
please.
for something this big, because this is going to be epic.
This will be so much fun.
This is going to be fucking epic. It's going to take the whole entire time. Trust me. It's like we're just going to be leisurely going for the full time, going like.
And then we're going to pan back to just some guy going around a museum, or going from this very, very powerful like character study with politicking and intrigue, and then there's just this Mr. Magoo guy going around for a night in the museum. Like, okay,
we have to, because I know.
It'll be fun to see what the echoes in the night for that will be.
Right. You got to remember to do the echoes in the night. That's part of the XP stuff, right? So yeah, I'm excited. You guys are gonna be great. I'm just hoping for the whole cruise. So that's my big wish for next time. Holy shit! So God help us. Yeah. So, stars. God. No, I mean, like, thank you for like stars all around for dealing with my bullshit, because God knows I put in a lot. I mean, like, just for the time fuckery with moving it back to where Acheron literally goes back like a day and a half to way back when, and gets caught in Pemberton Potts's carriage, like when she was doing that whole thing while Felix and Ellie were having tea at her place during that particular day phase. That's how far back we went. So I mean, it's because Mean Times is in play, I felt like that was a good time to do that kind of thing, and allow the Wright brothers to be seen more. So everybody seems to have like that episode that seems to be like theirs, and this seemed to be like a Wright and Mordecai an episode. So hey, why not, right? So, this is a lot of fun. God, too many things to have specifics, but I just really love the vulnerable moves. Everybody did such a great job in like mentioning their stuff, and we just got a lot of lore drop today. So can't wait to see other lore drops, especially because once Ellie comes back into the play, then we get more of the Pinkerton, and that's going to be fun. When people get to mention to Ellie, hey, by the way, you've had some visitors. I would love to know who's gonna make that mention. So, anyway.
One wish is that if things are ever going too well with the Masquerade, I would love for Special Inspector Short and the rest of Victorian Torchwood to stage a raid and absolutely mess everything up.
Oh, that's so good.
Oh wow! Okay.
I would just love an example of people who are trying to do the right thing and exemplifying why Hargrave exists.
Oh, yeah, that is. Oh, I'd love to have a rematch with Inspector Short.
Okay.
I want Felix to have to suffer the consequence of, I've involved a bunch of like innocent Londoners in this without any thought.
Because basically what you're going to have for then is you're going to have like Hargrave House, Pemberton Potts and her wards, which includes Lansing, and then Constable Short and Victorian Torchwood.
I figured that would be just a lovely little powder keg.
Oh, this is
point of order.
Yes.
Victorian Torchwood is regular Torchwood.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
I needed to say that.
Yeah. No, I forgot because
Torchwood isn't in like a modern day.
It did start. Yeah, it did start.
No,
Torchwood started in Victorian times.
Queen Victoria herself founded it. It's like a thing. I just
it wasn't. It wasn't in an episode of. I just remember that episode of Doctor Who. Yeah.
Okay.
So, but yeah, she
founded
founded it.
Still, but I mean, it's not Felix who founded it though. In our time, it's Felix who founded it, and I think Mordecai forgot to have a discussion with Felix about this. Because he was enjoying himself too much or some shit like that. But that is coming, my friend.
I want it to be in the middle of like we're there having a lovely soiree. So I wanted to talk to you about, and then the doors bust in, the cops show up, and we're hiding, and it's like, so this is your fault, right?
Why would I be hiding from police officers?
If you want to throw down in the middle of a masquerade ball with with the police, then go for it.
If they want to throw down with me, I'm not moving.
And there you go, Mads. There is free conflict, free drama for you.
It is Night Phase. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this. It is Night Phase. So with Night Phase, I can do anything the hell I want. So
you sure can.
Who's the hell to say that, like, you know, other things couldn't be happening as well?
Oh, if it goes south and like the police are against Hargrave House even more so, I could see that as the Pinkerton being like, oh, well, I'm here to help out too, guys.
Oh no, I mean, like, not only like, you know, not only the police, but I mean, like, you know, just for other forces coming into play and just being like, oh, we're here, and maybe a particular face-off in the alley with somebody coming to see Ellie.
That would be good escalation. Yeah, I'm looking forward to this party.
Yes, me too. And with Kathleen back, I think the dice won't like us anymore.
That's true. Oh my God. Oh, I just remembered that. Yeah, that's so true. God, she was complaining about that last week. Holy crap. Even with advantage. Oh yeah.
I think we rolled like 11s multiple times.
Yes, you did. Oh, this could be interesting. I'm gonna cry. I'm cry laughing right now. Or is it laugh crying? I don't remember. Anyway. Great job, everybody, because it was so good. Oh my God. I mean, like, you've already heard my wishes, because I just want everybody back, and I want to see this chaos, because this chaos is going to be so good. I'm going to have to make an outline, because there's going to be so much that can happen. I may have to roll some dice myself to randomize, like, you know, all the bullshit that can happen for next week. It'll be great. So I'm excited. I hope you are too.
Yeah, very much.
There's going to be such an escalation with anything, and you have, again, 4 freaking threats on the board. Oh my God. This is bad. I don't know how.
We got to get our shit together.
You got to get your shit together. I can't remember, like, you know, how bad it got for the worst of the series. Like, you know, when maybe there was like 5 threats on the board, I think, at one point for one of y'all.
I think there was a point when we went into the camera, I'm pretty sure we had like 4 or 5 on the board.
You did. I think you did. I mean, it was bad because, yeah. It was.
I gotta go.
Okay. All right. Well, we're gonna go all around. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Have a wonderful week. Happy gaming to you all. I will see you next time.
Bye.
Next week.